Nelson Mandela Day. Lots of activities taking place around the country, and in fact President Cyril Ramaphosa, together with the Minister of Water and Sanitation, Pemmy Majodina, are leading a launch of the 67 decentralised water supply schemes as part of Mandela Day. That launch will be held in 3 provinces, here in Gauteng, in the Eastern Cape, as well as KwaZulu-Natal. SABC News reporter Ntlantla Kgatlane joins us from Hammanskraal, where we're expecting the President to be this morning. Ntlantla, thank you very much indeed for your time. With the launch of this project taking place in Hammanskraal, it will certainly be welcomed by the community there, given the water woes which we've reported on for months on end, and perhaps the people of Hammanskraal getting some tangible solutions to the water crisis there.
Well, thank you so much indeed, Griselda, coming to you right here from Tshwane in Hammanskraal. I guess governments, celebrating Nelson Mandela International Day with tangible service delivery. Like I already alluded to, we are here in Tshwane at Klipdrift, a water treatment plant. You already alluded to the fact that this is one of the areas where, at some point in our country, it had challenges that, one would ask themselves, but how in a democratic dispensation you find an area, a big area such as Hammanskraal, facing challenges of water. And to take it further also, if you remember those cases of cholera here in this area, with me, I'm with the DDG in the department, which is going to talk to us with regards to, I guess, why this area? Why have they chosen this area on this day? Ntatemati, thank you so much for your time. You guys are here. We see it's a construction site. Talk to us. How far is the construction site? What phase are you at? And why this area?
Thank you so much. We appreciate the opportunity. As you know, today we're celebrating the International Mandela Day. If you remember quite well, in 2023, there was a cholera outbreak in Hammanskraal. But although when the studies were done scientifically, it was proven that it was not out of waterborne diseases. In other words, it was not due to the quality of water that was basically supplied to Hammanskraal. And we know that this Tembo water treatment plant, for a while, it has not been producing quality drinkable water for the community of Hammanskraal, managed by the city of Tshwane. Now, the department, through the national government in 2023, made an intervention to say we need to augment additional water to Hammanskraal through the Klipdrift water package plant. That is how this project was basically initiated. It's a 50 megaliter water treatment plant to bring clean and drinkable water. The reason why it is handed over today, because it's complete now. It was done in 4 modules, which got completed recently. So now the President will be handing over officially the overall commitment or the production of the 50 megaliters to the people of Hammanskraal. There's roughly around 160,000 people who will benefit of this scheme, but this of course forms part of the entire 67 minutes which are dedicated. And in this case, national government, as part of the water action plan that is set up by the President and the water crisis committee that is set up by the President, will be celebrating this Mandela Day by handing over also additional 67 decentralized water supply systems. Here in Gauteng, we'll give a few in Hammanskraal. There are some that are in Merafong and also Sidibeng. There's also a similar program happening in KZN, where the Deputy President will be handing over another 27 decentralized water supply schemes, also in the Eastern Cape, where Minister Ramaphosa from DPMA will also be handing over. So it's actually the international government action to celebrate or commemorate this Mandela Day by offering service delivery or practical and tangible result to the communities.
Well, thank you so much for that explanation. Now, take us to in terms of the program. The President is handing over, then what's going to be happening as we celebrate this Mandela Day today?
So the President will come over here, he will get a briefing, and he will officially cut the ribbon and hand over the completed 50 megaliter or 50 million liters of a treated water package plant, which has now been completed. And thereafter, he will move over to the Hammanskraal area. He will be handing over 2 symbolic decentralized water supply systems, which the source of water is actually the boreholes, which will be handing over. So that's basically his program for today. He won't be able to go to other municipalities because, like I've said, these decentralized systems are spread throughout Gauteng and also other provinces.
Well, thank you so much. That was the DDG here at the Department of Food and Sanitation, basically talking to us with regards to the site we are at, saying that President Cyril Ramaphosa, as part and parcel of government celebrating the Nelson Mandela Day, it will hand over this completed water treatment plant to the community. Like I already said, Griselda, a lot of stories in the years came out in terms of, people of Hammanskraal, going through a lot in terms of water. We know that that outbreak of cholera, that caused, a lot of scare in the country. And the DDG there talking to us saying that that is all in the past. The president today, as part of celebrating this significant day, will hand over this completed treatment back to people now that it's completed. With that being said, Griselda, it's back to you in studio.
Ntlantla, Kgatlane, thank you very much indeed. We do appreciate your time live to us from Hammanskraal, and that's where President Cyril Ramaphosa will be unveiling, one of the systems to assist with the water woes in Hammanskraal that we've reported on for quite a while now. Thank you very much indeed for your time, Ntlantla, Kgatlane.